Happy Family Day, and guess what? We are doing yoga for kids at Yogatastic here in Burlington. I'm here with Sandra in your great little space, and it's wide open for kids to come and participate.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Good morning. Happy Family Day, everyone.
Okay, so let's talk about the importance of yoga. We know
Absolutely.
We know generally as an adult the importance of yoga, but
Yes.
the same thing is great for these little minds as well.
Absolutely.
Bodies.
Yes, so incorporating all the limbs in yoga is essential, and it's exactly what we do here at Yogatastic for kids, really helping them understand what mindfulness is, being in the present moment with their thoughts and their feelings without judgment, learning how to foster a positive growth mindset, which is what they have learned. So before executing any of the poses, these children have learned how to practice mindfulness and how to foster a positive growth mindset as well.
I noticed before we went on camera, you sit with them and you talk about positivity
Yes.
and deep breathing and
Yes.
mindfulness and get them started, as you just alluded to.
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about what they're doing here, because most people think yoga, they're not thinking about this.
They're thinking traditional yoga.
Yes, on your mat.
This is suspension yoga. So what you can see is that the children are in slings. The slings provide their body with additional support. So it supports their body so that perhaps maybe in traditional yoga that you found a pose to be challenging, they are able to execute the pose a lot easier than you would in traditional yoga because you have that additional support.
Now, it's great to see. We saw the kids starting off and then they've kind of flipped over.
Yes.
This is great for the spine too, isn't it? Because
Absolutely.
there's so much movement and flexibility.
Yes, there's a lot of benefits when it comes to yoga itself. There's even more benefits when it comes to suspension yoga. So what you saw was the children in what's called a partial inversion. So if you're familiar with the word inversion, it does mean being upside down. They were partially upside down. From there, they used their core and they flipped right over into what is known as a supported down dog. And then from there, they stood up and they are now in their flying pose. From here, they're able to execute a fly using all three sets of handles. They have an upper handle, they have a middle handle, and they also have a lower handle. When they switch handles, you will notice that they bring their feet directly to the ground, which is a wonderful opportunity to practice mindfulness.
Yes, isn't this something? Okay, we're going to talk more about this. This is a great opportunity for children to be back in a group setting again. We know finally got them back in schools, we need to get them back out, and we need them to move their bodies, and of course, as we mentioned, it's good for their minds as well. We're going to be back here at Yogatastic for Kids in Burlington. Welcome back to Yogatastic for Kids. I'm here in Burlington with Sandra, and we are talking about suspension yoga.
Yes.
And so we're going to take kids into a new pose, pose. So tell us about it.
So we are about to go into what's called a suspended tree pose. From there, some of the children will be going into a nice warrior pose. It's a wonderful opportunity to really foster a positive growth mindset. I am strong, I am confident, I am grounded, and you're going to see that in action.
Okay.
So when we put a child into a pose, you can see that there are many different rope settings all the way up. In suspension yoga, we don't measure to the rope settings, we measure to the bodies. And the reason for that is because we're all different heights. So we just simply go up the legs. So right now, what I'm going to be looking for is my friend's mid-thigh level. All right. So as you can see, she is about mid-thigh. We can probably benefit from bringing her up just one more. And from here, I'm just going to take her handles. I'm going to bring them one above if she chooses to execute what's called a warrior pose. All right, my friends, and as you can see, everyone else is ready to go. Let's take hold of that material. So we're going to gather that material, and we're going to take our strongest foot, so a foot that we would typically kick a soccer ball with, and let's place our foot into our sling. Amazing. From here, let's extend those arms all the way up, nice tall. There we go. Using mindfulness, I am strong. Slowly bring your bodies into your slings. 1, 2, 3, and up. Well done, my friends. From here, you can choose to leave your foot on top of the other, or if you want to take it a little bit further, you can take your foot and you can bring it to the inner part of your thigh. Amazing. From there, leaning forward, allowing the sling to support you, you can take your hands and bring them to the center of your heart.
So Sandra, if I just interrupt for a moment.
Absolutely.
So somebody who does normal yoga, regular yoga that they see on a mat, they would recognize this pose as being a standing balance posture, right?
Yes, yes.
So this would be their tree pose where, again, that base foot would be on the ground.
Correct.
So how does this feel different when you're suspended like this?
So how this one differs is that it definitely takes a lot more balance to be able to suspend yourself in a tree pose.
They make it look
here.
so easy though,
They
because
do.
they're kids.
So please do keep in mind that these yogis have been practicing suspension yoga for a while now. So everybody learns at their own pace.
Right.
And as we say to everyone, there's no experience that's necessary when it comes to yoga.
Right.
And again, friends, as they know, we're not here to establish flexibility. We're not here to establish any of that. What we really want to do is really work on our mindset while they are executing the pose.
And that's the thing, when you're working through something like this, you are being very mindful, very in the moment.
And I can't stress that anymore, how important it is when you are executing poses in a sling to really practice mindfulness and foster a positive growth mindset.
All right, well, we're going to come back here. Maybe you can move them into the, maybe you said maybe a warrior they're going to move into?
Yep, they can go into a warrior pose.
Okay, let's try.
Okay.
Good morning. Happy Family Day. We're back here at Yogatastic for Kids in Burlington, and we're doing suspension yoga today. We'll tell you that it's not just for kids. Adults can actually take classes as well. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But we have Sandra elevated and suspended, and you're going to show us a full inversion.
Yes, so we are just getting ready to do a full inversion. So friends, are we ready? Yeah. On the count of 3, can we say, I got this? I got this. Amazing, they didn't win for the 3, but that's all good. Let's take those straps and we're going to place them between our legs, and let's make sure that our material is sitting about mid-thigh. And we want to make sure that our back material is sitting on our lower backs. There we go. Holding on to the lower part of your slings, we're going to slowly lower our bodies down towards the ground. Inhale through your nose. Exhale as you lift your legs all the way up and say, hello, letter V. Hello, letter V. Wrap your legs in front of your slings to create the shape of a diamond. Slowly release your hands from your sling and place your hands directly on top of our heads. Just like so. So we want to place our hands on top of our heads for the very first time when we are inverting. There's a couple reasons for this. The first reason is to allow our brains to know that we are not falling. If we decide that we're going to do one of these, your brain may think that you're falling. By placing your hands directly on top of your head, it will give your brain placement and know that you are completely safe. From here, once you know that you are safe and good to go, you can have fun. So friends, let's go. Here you go. And you can have lots of fun. The one benefit that we find adults come for is anti-gravity therapy, so inversion, and bringing your hands in front of your sling, you can really stretch out your back,
so
and it really decompresses that spine.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You walk out a couple inches taller, right?
Oh yes, it lengthens that spine as well. So friends, let's do a superhero if you are ready. So take hold of those lower handles. 1, 2, 3, I am strong. Shoulders in front, there we go. And extend.
Wow.
You got this.
Look at you guys.
Beautiful. Head up, I am tall, I am strong. Where you go?
Wow, this is amazing, guys.
Amazing.
Is this the highlight of the class when we get to do this, Sandra?
This is the highlight.
I love
All right,
it.
my friends, you're doing amazing. 1, 2, 3, feet together when we come down. 1, 2, 3, down, feet together. Take hold of your straps. Lift your body back into sitting. Good.
All right, we'll be back here at Yogatastic for kids in Burlington. So much fun. They have birthday parties, they have all kinds of events, and it's for kids and adults if you want to do something like that. Make you feel a little taller and a little more mindful. We'll be right back. We're back here at Yogatastic for Kids in Burlington. It's suspension yoga, and we were showing a full inversion earlier where you guys were completely upside down.
Yes.
Tell me about the benefits of inversions again for everybody.
So yes, it's also known as anti-gravity therapy. So it really decompresses that spine, lengthens that spine, nice and tall.
Yep.
And also for the mind. In the mind we have what's called neurotransmitters. So it really bathes the brain in all the good stuff, releases serotonin and dopamine. Many, many benefits both for the spine and the mind, helps with blood circulation, of course anti-aging as well, another great benefit.
Sure.
And the adults that attend our classes, when they typically come in for suspension yoga, they are coming for the anti-gravity therapy component, really working on that back. wonderful for lower back pain.
Well, a lot of people sitting nowadays in their cars and their desks at home on the couch watching Netflix, and everything gets just so compressed through the spine, so it just elongates and makes you feel good.
Absolutely, and even the littles, they spent a lot of time on
online
technology,
school
and they're doing one of these.
The hunched over
Yes,
texting.
and you know, if we ask them to just simply walk with their shoulders back, probably not going to happen.
Exactly.
But this is done in a very safe way and a very fun way, and they know what they know is that they're having fun.
Exactly.
They're not really thinking about all the benefits. We know that as their parents.
So Sandra, before we go, remind people you guys do birthday parties as well. So kids and adults yoga.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We have kids yoga, we have adult yoga, we even offer it to teens as well. Birthday parties have been a huge hit here at our studio. It has a combination of suspension yoga. We do mindfulness craft activities as well. There's always time for food, pizza, and cake. We run camps as well. Camps consist of mindfulness activities, mindfulness craft activities, suspension yoga. It's the perfect combination of movement, engagement, mindfulness, and fun all together.
Such a great place.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys have this. Yoga is so important for all of us. So
absolutely.
Good job, Sandra.
Thank you so much.
All right, people can go onto your website and they can find out all the information and get their kids enrolled and adults too.
We'd love to have you. Come visit us here at Yogatastic for
kids together too, and daddies and kids.